Back to more of the Tony Tone Show on Muscatine's Vintage Sound, 93.1.
All right, it's 8:30 at Vintage Sound on Friday, and we're about 6 or 7 songs in with the Prince tribute. I still can't believe it. You know, Prince was in the Quad Cities on Friday last week, a week ago today, at the Quad City International Airport. He goes to the hospital, and then we find out that he passes away yesterday. On the phone right now, Mike Rendahl is, he saw Prince on Saturday night. Mike, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sorry for the loss. It's been a really weird, hasn't even been 24 hours yet. How are you doing?
You know what, I'm just going through the motions, I guess. I mean, I feel horrible for all the other fans, you know.
Yeah.
It's horrible for all of us. It's a huge loss.
So, Mike, Saturday night there was a dance party at Paisley Park, and you were there.
Yeah.
So while you're there Saturday, Prince, he's there, and he says, he basically told the crowd, what, save your prayers for another day, or what exactly?
Yeah. The way I interpreted that is, like, I broke my collarbone in December, and people were praying for me, and, you know, surprisingly, I was doing really well. And I just said, hey, save your prayers for other people that are really suffering, that are, you know, like have cancer and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I related it to it. Now, if that's what he meant, I don't know, but that's what I felt.
Mike, it's so weird for us because Prince was just here last Friday when the plane from Atlanta had to make the emergency landing at the airport, then he goes to the hospital. I don't want to speculate. TMZ obviously speculating that he had to be treated for a drug overdose. You saw him for yourself Saturday night. How did he look in your opinion?
Normal. He looked good. But he was dressed, you know, I realized this morning thinking about it, he was dressed way different than he normally was. It was almost like, now looking at it, it's almost like he was dressed to say goodbye. He never dressed like that. He always wore his skimpy little gold hangover when I was there. But not like that. He wasn't dressed like that other times. So
yeah, and what I find interesting, Mike, is that the reviews from his show in Atlanta are that it was just incredible. And from what I've been told, he arranged to have that show recorded too. So he
did.
Yeah,
talked about that.
Oh, he did. So what did he say about that?
Yeah, that's going to be released on like a CD, you know, like an album. Mm-hmm. And he played that for about a half an hour afterwards.
Wow. Obviously, living in outside of Minneapolis, Prince has been a fixture up there for a long time. As you reflect on, I'm assuming you've been a fan for a long time. As you reflect, what are some of your fondest memories of being a Prince fan, or just being, you know, because you kind of almost had access to him being so close?
Right. Well, out of college, I was a Prince freak fan, you know, so, and then over the years, you know, I always admired him, but I kind of grew away from it and took it for advantage, but always liked him, always loved that he was devoted Minnesotan, and then finally, after 20 years, and the guy living down the street, I finally went to Paisley Park because of my friend Mark, and I was blown away. Are you kidding? I've missed all these years. I said, I'm never going to miss another one. And I've always gone ever since, and he's been there almost, I think, every time I went. And every time was surreal, and every time was different. No two times were the same.
For me, Mike, what I liked about Prince, it's so weird to say past tense, is that, you know, his attitude was kind of like, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to make music how I like it. And
exactly.
My fans will accept me for who I am. I'm going to cross genres. I'm going to play different instruments. I'm going to change my name a few times. He just got on social, media, and that was a big deal. Mike, we're never going to see another person like Prince ever again. Right?
No, he was not of this world. The guy was like, it's hard to describe. Like, you just can't come here and just learn all that stuff. The guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was like David Bowie. He was like Bowie, you know. It's like catching lightning in a bottle. You can't do it more than once or twice, and And it's
he had a gift from God. I mean, there's not that religious of a guy, but this guy, yeah. I mean, yeah.
So, Mike,
incredible.
Have you? And I know you've been on CNN and talking to people, and it's tough, and I can hear it in your voice, and this is not an easy time. Have you? You know, obviously you're at Paisley Park Saturday. You see Prince. He passes away. Do you go to Paisley Park? I know that there's been hundreds of fans mourning there. Have you been there yet since Saturday?
Well, yeah, I was there yesterday, and that's where somebody found me and talked to me, and then next thing you know, a whole lot of other people wanted to talk to me.
Mm-hmm. What was the mood? I mean, there are hundreds of people there. Everybody's probably sharing stories, memories. What was it like?
At Paisley yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Well, I thought I'd see a lot more of the regulars there, and there really wasn't. So it was, I don't know, I got the feeling like a lot of people were there just out of curiosity, but I really didn't see a lot of the true faithful ones there, you know, whether they, you know, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure they're all devastated. And for all those employees there, I gotta tell you, it was incredible. I mean, I was in disbelief every time I'd go there, and I am seeing Prince. I mean, one of the most incredible persons ever. And park in his parking lot and go play $10, and then what? Watch him till 3 a.m. in the morning from 4 feet away, center stage, a 2-foot stage? Are you kidding me? Did that really happen? I mean, it's like a dream. And, I mean, I was honestly sitting around thinking, did that really happen? There's no way.
Right.
That's like a dream.
It's an experience.
This is not surreal.
Yeah.
But those times were surreal. And I got to meet him one time after his piano on the microphone, and I wanted to tell him in the worst way how outstanding he was, and I made it clear to him that I met him. He liked it. I could tell.
What?
I think he was really proud of himself.
Oh, yeah.
He had never played in front of an audience before, one person. That was the first time in his life, and I think it was almost like his final checklist thing. It feels like that now.
Mm-hmm. It's incredible that you were there. Is it possible for... Mike, is it possible for you to have a favorite Prince song? I mean, besides the whole catalog?
Well, Another Lonely Christmas was always one of them, but I think right now it would be Friends for Sale. That's the one that keeps going. Tears in My Eyes or whatever, for some reason, is going through my head like the last night. But I think if there was one song I could take with me, it would be Friends for Sale, the song. And it's on the Vault, which I think is now probably my favorite album.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to play Friends for Sale in a few minutes. And, Mike, I appreciate your time and
you bet.
To think that it's just a trip, you know. Like I said, we had him in town, unfortunately, on Friday. Then you see him Saturday. And then I was in a meeting yesterday, and I get the news, and it's one of those things, you know, like I remember when somebody told me Michael Jackson died, I was like, no, why would you say that? That's how I felt with Prince. I was like, no, he's not dead. Why would you say that, you know?
I put on his Facebook, I said, hey, don't be checking out on us Michael Jackson style anytime. And I said, you know, you need to slow down a bit. You know, you're not in your 20s anymore. But I love the guy. I love who he was, and amazing thing about it, here's this guy, a freak of music, and he wouldn't be in Maui on a beach or someplace warm. No, I'm going to be in Minnesota in the coldest time of winter having my little dance party, and he didn't want to be anywhere else. I mean, how cool is that?
He was home, right? Yeah, I love it. No,
exactly.
I think that's one of the most endearing qualities about him. Well, listen, Mike, I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the loss, I'm
sorry for the loss for all you guys and all the fans that are hurting even more than me. So they're all over the world.
Well, you know, the fortunate thing for us is that the musical legacy will live on, and we can access it, you know, at the press of a button. So that's the thing that we can take away. I appreciate it, Mike. Have a good weekend, okay?
Hey, you too.
All right, buddy. Take care. Bye.
All right. Yeah, you too, bye.
With